Welfare checks by police officers can be important when it comes to saving lives. But what happens when the cops show up at the wrong place? Here are 4 different cases when idiot cops showed up at the wrong house.
Because you're over here shining a flashlight in my apartment. You're over here shining a flashlight, let me finish what I was saying, into my apartment. I mean, you're taking care of Christmas gifts, watching the UFC fight. You guys come over here banging like a bunch of animals. No one called 911, and you're giving me a hard time. You're still shining a flashlight at me. Turn your flashlight off. Turn your flashlight off.
You're not understanding how this works, man.
Have a nice night, guys.
No.
On December 19th, 2020, the Brunswick Police Department received a 911 hang-up call. Officers McMillan and Hibbett were dispatched to the address from which the call supposedly came. This apartment belonged to a man known only as Mr. Brian B., who claimed that the call hadn't come from his house. Already suspecting that it was going to be a long, complicated issue, Mr. B recorded the whole incident as it unfolded.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Everything all right?
Everything's fine.
911 call.
From here?
Yeah. Are you the only one home?
No.
Who else is home with you?
My girlfriend and my roommate.
All right.
Everybody's fine.
All right. Well,
Nobody called.
Somebody called, and they said it came back to this address, and it said they told us there was yelling or something in the background initially. Then they hung up, and they haven't been able to get in touch with everyone since. So that's why we're here.
Nobody called. Everybody's fine.
All right. Can we talk to them real quick?
No.
No, we need to.
Well, you're not.
We need to.
It's not going to happen.
You're not understanding how this works. We got a 911 call from this address.
Nobody called 911.
How do I know that?
Do I have to prove something to you right now?
Yes. We have to speak with everyone who lives here to make sure they didn't call 911. As soon as we speak with everyone and we confirm everything's fine, we leave. That's it, man. We just make sure everything's fine.
What's your name and badge number?
Macmillan 182.
Name and badge number.
You're right there. 189 pivots.
Right there? Is that what you told me?
Why are you giving us such a problem?
Well, because you're over here shining a flashlight in my apartment. You're over here shining a flashlight, let me finish what I was saying, into my apartment. I mean, you're taking care of Christmas gifts, watching the UFC fight. You guys come over here banging like a bunch of animals. No one called 911, and you're giving me a hard time. You're still shining a flashlight at me. Turn your flashlight off. Turn your flashlight off.
You're not understanding how this works, man.
Have a nice night, guys.
No.
Mr. B's refusal to speak to the cops was well within his rights according to the Fifth Amendment, under which a judge is the only person who can compel a citizen to speak. Breaking the door to gain entry into the house seems like a bit of a stretch, even though the Supreme Court backs this up in the case of extreme emergencies.
They said there was a 911. From whose cell phone? What cell phone number? Do y'all have it on record or file or anything?
732 940 7679.
940-7679.
Not my number.
When they call 911.
Whose number is that?
It's not mine.
732-40.
Mine's is 848-466.
No one's phone number here.
All right, well, let's get this sorted out then, so we don't have to come back. All right?
What do you want to sort out? What have we not sorted out?
We sort it. It's a landline, okay?
Okay, no, there's no landline here.
But there's still one registered to this house.
So what do you want me to do for you?
So there, we solved with a 911.
Okay, so get the out now.
Sir.
No, sir. You just slammed the door at me. Get the out of the house.
You don't close the door on the police.
I don't give a You have no right to enter.
We do, actually.
No, you
do.
don't. It's a warrantless entrance, so get the out. Get out.
After confirming that the call was from a landline and that there was no landline at Mr. B's address, one would expect the cops to apologize and leave. But things only escalated as they started asking for Mr. B's identity.
What's your name?
Get out. I'm not giving you nothing. Get out.
We need your name.
Yeah, you're not going to get it. Get out. Have I committed a crime? Am I suspected of committing a crime? I have a Fourth Amendment right, bro. Don't trample my rights. You're not going to get ID.
Sir, you do have a right.
Let's go.
We need your name so you can
Not going to get it.
You want us to record that we were out here when happened?
Not going to get it.
Okay, so when they call 911 again, you want them to come knocking on your door again?
After Mr. B refused to reveal his identity, things only got worse as more cops came into the house until there were about 9 of them standing in the room and some even standing at the door.
9 of you out here. What do you have to say that's going to justify any of this? I want to hear it.
We came out here to investigate a 911 hang-up.
Okay, did anybody call? Have you figured that out?
No, we haven't.
Okay, so what do you have to figure out? What do you have to figure out?
If anybody was in need of assistance, man.
No.
Does anybody need assistance?
I have zero need for assistance.
Perfect.
I'm trying to go back and finish watching this
In
movie.
fact,
All right.
I'm
So can you please?
Yeah.
Please, okay, please go.
Perfect.
Have a good day. Take care. Take care. Bye.
Have a good day, man.
Yep, go f yourselves.
Mr. B stood his ground until the cops left, even though he had to repeatedly request it before they did. He decided to take legal action against the officers and even opened a GoFundMe to that effect. But if you think the abuse of authority here was intense, wait until you hear just how similar this next case is and how much longer the cops persisted.
I don't want to communicate with you anymore. I do not want to communicate with you anymore. This is my residence. You are trespassing as of right now because I have asked you several times to remove your foot out of my home. So at this time, public servant, you are trespassing.
On June 13th, 2020, the Arlington Police Department received a call where the caller claimed to have heard a male and female arguing at a nearby house. The call led them to Christopher Finley's house. The events before an officer put his foot in Finley's door are not publicly available, but as soon as that happened, Finley started streaming on Facebook Live.
Please remove your, please, sir. I don't want to talk anymore, sir. I'm asking you again to please remove. I'm an unarmed citizen in my home. In my home. I'm asking you, sir, to please remove your foot because to me that's threatening, sir. So again, sir, I'm asking you, please. You're now in my home. You are a public servant, sir.
I understand that, sir.
It is me and my son,
Okay, just listen.
and I'm asking you
Okay, can you listen?
to please remove your foot.
Can you listen?
You are not coming in my home.
Okay, just listen, sir.
There's nothing else to listen to. You're not coming in my home.
Sir.
I'm asking you to please leave. I'm not going to close my door and continue with my day.
Okay.
You guys have a good day, officer. Have a good, sir. Do not, sir. Sir, this is my home. Sir, this is my home.
Sir,
Do
listen.
not touch my door.
Was there
Have a good day,
disturbance?
officer. I'm no longer speaking with you. I am no longer speaking with you. You are not needed in this home.
Was there a disturbance?
I am no longer speaking with you. You are not welcome in my home. Y'all have a good day, officer.
We're not asking you. We're not
Have a good say, sir. Sir, again,
We're not telling
again, officer, again. Please remove your foot out of my home.
Okay, was there a disturbance here?
I am no longer communicating with you, sir.
We're just trying to make sure.
I'm telling you that I do not need you guys.
We're not saying
it is me and my son, and I'm telling you, I'm not in trouble.
Despite repeated requests from Finley for the police to leave his house, they didn't even so much as take their foot away from the door. But were they within their authority? For those who don't know, a person only commits criminal trespass if their entire body is on another's property without the proper consent. So in this sense, the police weren't committing trespass by putting their foot in the door.
And unarmed, I am peaceful and in my residence. I'm asking this man to remove his foot from my home. Sir, at this time, you are a public servant. I do not have to speak to you. If you would like to enter my residence, please come back with a warrant. That's it. CJ.
Saying that there's someone
CJ.
here, okay? Because
CJ.
we have to come in and
Are you okay?
everyone is okay.
Okay, from the door. From the door. This is my 6-year-old son. CJ, you okay, baby boy? Okay, go back in the room and close the door. Again, sir.
You're being irrational right now.
No, I'm not, sir. This is my home. You are trying to invade my home.
We have to do it well.
You're trying to invade my home. You're looking at the residence. I'm well. You're looking at the residence. I'm well. And again, at this point, you're really violating my rights with your foot in my property.
Sir, you're not listening to us.
I don't have to. You are a public servant. I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to listen to you. I don't, sir. You knocked on my door. I'm not asking you for. I didn't call y'all to tell me to come give y'all. I didn't tell y'all to come give me an explanation. Y'all knocked on my door.
Sir, we got a call to this location.
Sir, you didn't get a call to this location. You did not get a call to this location.
While one can understand Finley's insistence, especially since he claims no one made a call from his home, one must also think from the officer's perspective. It may be a failure to perform their duty if they don't carry out all due diligence. However, they didn't even try to confirm the address, despite this man's insistence that the call didn't come from his home. In an even more jarring turn of events, the police forced their way in, picking at every bit of evidence they could find. However, none of it panned out into something substantial.
So you're going to continue to violate my rights, officer?
Sir, I'm not violating
You are. This is my property. This is my property. You are a public servant. You don't have a signed warrant. You do not have a signed warrant, and your foot is in my property. So again, sir, I'm asking you to remove your foot out of my property.
Are you going to listen?
No, sir, I am not going to listen. I told you what it is at this point. You guys are public servants. You're at the wrong door. You will not be coming into my home. So, sir, you don't have permission to speak to my son. So, CJ, y'all gonna do this in front of my child? Y'all gonna do this in front of my child? CJ, y'all gonna do this in front of my child? Y'all are gonna do this in front of my child, bro?
Stop hurting your child. Stop hurting your child.
Y'all gonna do this in front of my child, bro? Go in the room. CJ, go in the room. Y'all really gonna do this in front of my child, bro? Y'all doing this in front of my child. Bro, say, let me go. Let me go and get out of my home. Let me go and get out of my home. Let me go and get out of my home. Let me go and get out of my home. Let me go and get out of my home. Let me go and get out of my home. Let me go and get out of my home. Let me go and get out of y'all. Wow, I'm finna sue the shit out of all you bitches. Say, don't touch my son. Say, move away from my child, son. Move away from my son. Move away from my son. CJ, be quiet and do not say anything, son. Move away from my son. Get out of my home, bitch boy. 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 CJ, go back in the room. Is he cut? Nigga, I'm a good black father, son. I don't put my hands on my son. Is it blood on my son? That ain't blood. I got a dog, dummy. That's no blood.
And there's blood.
That's a snack bowl. You see the snacks, dumbass? That's a snack bowl. I have a dog, dum-dum. Say, all y'all violated my rights. Get the fuck out my house. Get the fuck out my house. Bitch ass niggas. Bitch ass niggas.
Saying, "Don't hurt your son," when it wasn't confirmed that Finley was doing that, was very wrong on the officer's part. Finley said that the officers followed him in his truck when he left his home later that same day, but it is uncertain whether he eventually pressed charges against them. If you think these officers went overboard, well, buckle up for this next one because things went down on a steeper slope even faster. On the 5th of April, around 11:30 p.m., Farmington police officers arrived outside a house from which they had presumably received a 911 call about a domestic dispute. Things would have happened as it would at a normal welfare check except for one thing. This house at 5308 Valley View was the wrong house and was not where the call had come from at all.
4305. I need officers as well. Show me 1019. 1019, 20%.
Watch out for a dog. Police department. Farmington Police. Four 108.
408.
Can you try to call him back? Tell him to come to the door.
Confirming no one's come to the door.
Hey, firm, if you can call the RP back and have him come to the door.
So, bro, see if they answer. 415.
Farmington Police.
441, Discovery Center, mail 12. 40524, 2239.
It might have been 4308.
Is it 43 or 5308?
Yeah, it might have been 5308. Right?
Is this not 5308? That's what it said right there, right?
No, this is 5305, isn't it?
108. Can you 10-9 the address?
5308 Valley View Avenue had a confidence factor.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
The first thing you notice is that the house was marked as 5305 and not the number the officers had received a call from. Even worse is the fact that they noticed this not long after. Yet what they did next would cost a man his life and alter the trajectory of the loves of an entire family.
Oh shit. Hey, hands up! Shots fired, shots fired! Yeah, you good? You good?
Yeah,
back up, back up, back up. Check yourself, check yourself.
I'm good. Good?
What unit?
Robert Dotson, the homeowner, came out with a gun, and the officers immediately opened fire on him and then retreated. Why did Robert come out with a gun? One possible reason still points to the officers being at fault. They had shown up for a welfare check at night without lights or sirens. This might have caused the Dotsons to assume that it was a home invasion and they needed to protect themselves.
Let's move out. Hands up!
Man!
Go! 4108, shots fired again.
Copy, shots fired again.
4115, we need units now.
A few minutes later, Dotson's wife came out screaming as she saw her husband covered in gunshots just outside the doorstep. She picked up the gun that Dotson had been holding and shot in the direction of the officers, and they once again returned fire.
We can help you, man, but we need you to come outside. Yes, it's really important so we can get him help. I've been shot, help me. Man, come out here. Come outside so we can give you help. Ma'am, please come outside so we can help you. You have one down inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's right at the door.
Right at the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the gun at?
He dropped it and then she picked it up and pointed it at us.
4114, we have the children on the phone. All three are upstairs in 10-4.
Mrs. Dotson could be heard pleading with the police to help her husband, all the while still unaware that they were the ones who shot him in the first place.
3 kids upstairs.
3 kids upstairs.
Yeah.
3 kids upstairs. 3 kids upstairs. He's 10-7.
Be careful. Kids! Police, you're alright. Go with them.
He's 10-7.
Okay, this is done. Okay, we're good.
Easy. No one else needs to come in here.
You good?
Yeah.
Hey, just keep them upstairs.
Just stay up there.
The 3 officers involved were placed on paid leave, while the chief of police apologized on live TV. However, the state attorney could still be heard saying that the tragedy was unpreventable, and the officers worked well within their rights. While this next case doesn't result in a brutal fatality, it shows another situation where citizens feel the need to be protected from law enforcement. On March 12, 2023, the Erie Police Department SWAT team officers, Pennsylvania Police Fugitive Task Force, and U.S. Marshals arrived in front of Lance Thornton's house. 52-year-old Mr. Thornton, who suffered from early onset dementia, was rightly puzzled by the situation. Barring that, for a man who woke up to find so many law enforcement officers outside his house banging down his door, this was undoubtedly a scary situation. The doorbell camera was recording up until the officers ripped it out and threw it in the snow. When Mr. Thornton didn't show up on time, the officers began breaking down the door, but fortunately he showed up before they broke it down completely. After a while, Mr. Thornton pulled out his phone to record the whole incident.
We're not here for you.
Then I'm being told to put my phone down. I was told I had a right to pull it.
What vehicle is that?
That is my rental car.
Okay. Your rental?
Yes.
Hey, you got a picture of him?
What is going? You're not allowed inside. I want to know what's going on.
I'm going to tell you what's going on.
Then you tell me right now.
Relax.
No, this is my house.
Relax.
No, you're gonna.
Talk to you right now.
No.
That's who we're looking for. Is he in your house right now?
No, there's nobody in my house.
We're wanted for attempted homicide, 3 officers. Okay, so that's why we're here.
You guys.
We're not here for anything else. We're here for that.
Okay.
You got my word.
All right.
Can we go in and look to make sure he's not in there?
Okay, here's.
Tell
What?
Go ahead. Yeah, whatever you're going to say.
You don't want to put yourself in the jackpot. If he's in there, this is...
No, I swear to you right now. Okay, right now. No, I don't know him. No, listen, right now, I do not like your attitude and the way you came across, because I said, I'm going to pull my phone out of my pocket, and you said yes. When I said I'm going to start recording, you told me to turn it off.
We have our body cams on. We're recording right now, too.
I'm going to get every one of these, because I do not know what's going on here.
Listen.
Here's the deal. We got a tip that guy is here at your house. That's why we're here.
This guy's a warrant for attempted homicide, 3 officers. Okay, a tip came in that this guy is staying at your house. Understand? Over the weekend.
Who are you guys with?
U.S. Marshals, EPD SWAT.
What's
PSP,
EPD?
Police.
Okay, keep going.
And PSP.
What's PSP?
Pennsylvania State Police.
Okay, I'm shaking right now. Right now, if this is true, what you're telling me,
yes,
I give you full permission, full run of my house.
Do you know this guy?
Sir, I already answered that question, asked and answered.
But here's the deal. There's a reason why this tip was called into the marshals, okay? There's a connection between you and this guy. Now, it might not be directly. Okay, do you have a girlfriend?
Just hear him out. Just hear him
My wife is an ER doctor.
Who's your wife?
Susan Malooly.
Okay. Do you have any connection with another female in this house? Is there another woman that stays here? A girl?
No.
Nobody else?
No.
Okay, who's Hope to you?
My daughter.
Okay, where does she stay at?
She lives in Washington, D.C. This is my daughter?
We don't know. Okay. Again, this is a tip that's called into to the U.S. Marshals and PSP hotline. Okay, saying that this guy is staying here at your house right now. This week.
Go inside, guys. Go inside.
Well, we will in a second. We have to go more than just 2 guys, but this is why. Okay, that's why we're here. Is to show force we are. This guy's tried shooting 3 cops last summer.
Who's fixing my door? Because you broke it the way you kicked it.
It's not broken.
No, I saw the inside.
The door?
Yes, whoever was kicking that door when I was coming downstairs peacefully, you had to hear my feet coming. Someone's paying for this, so go ahead, do your thing.
That's fine.
Do your job, because you have me so scared right now and so mad.
I appreciate that.
Calling up here.
Do you guys have a warrant, by the way?
Homicide warrant? Homicide warrant? Yes.
No. Do you have a warrant from a house? I'm just asking so I know.
No, you don't have a search warrant for your house.
You do not have
You gave us consent to get
I'm giving you consent, but I can withdraw it at any time, right? Because I'm scared right now.
Mr. Thornton gave the officers consent to enter his house even though they didn't have a warrant. He was told he could withdraw his consent at any time, but when he did try to withdraw it, the officers turned a deaf ear.
What's the relationship with my daughter?
I'll explain. I'm not with this going on. Okay.
Why? This is total transparency, because I'm just getting you permission to walk into my house. I can withdraw it right now. So you tell me now, or I'll withdraw it. I'm going to draw this consent. Sirs, get out of my house. I'm withdrawing consent. I am withdrawing consent. Do you now hear it? You're on camera. They're still moving forward.
You want to understand? So there's a tip called in that Mr. Jones was here at your residence. Okay.
They're still going in. I withdrew my consent, and you guys even knew I could do it. They're still searching. I already told them out.
Okay.
Because you won't tell me the truth. I have dementia right now, and I'm really scared.
Okay. Well, there's no reason to be scared. We're not here.
I told him to stop the consent until I got the truth, and you already told them, and they're still searching my house.
Here's the thing.
I have enough security cameras in there. They're all scared. They heard me withdraw consent, and they're still continuing in there. You violated my rights.
Listen, you gave us consent to search, okay?
And I withdrew it.
Mr. Thornton withdrew his consent and repeated this fact multiple times, but the officers made no attempt to come out despite having told him that he could. This was a violation of his rights and an inability to keep their word on their side. They essentially turned a deaf ear to the cold and scared man even after he told them about his medical condition. To make matters worse, not only did they not find anyone in the house, but they also ruined the carpet in 2 rooms and refused to fix Mr. Thornton's door, as his daughter would later reveal. He requested body cam footage from the police, but his request was denied, and more unfortunately, he suffered a stroke shortly after, most likely an effect of the incident.